Next, I would like to call upon Dr. Mudassir Azeez Khan, Professor in Head Department of Community Medicine, Mysore Medical College, to deliver the presidential address.
Very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Like it's been, I spent years together in this 1 week. I have aged a lot. It seems like I have spent years together in these last few days. That has been the amount of pressure to get most of the things in order and to fulfill some of the objectives that we had identified over the last 3 years. I would say that this journey is not going to end with this function, and it's not going to end at the Senate Bhavan. It's not going to end for all of us. It is going to continue when we report tomorrow morning back in our own departments. So let us not think that the conference has ended. Let us think that it's another day. Day 6 begins from tomorrow. So all of us should get up, think about what next has to be done. How do we make up our minds and decide our objectives, and then short-term goals, and then achieve the long-term goals. So whatever we have done over the 5 days, it's been the support of everyone, each and every person, starting from my department, my home department, and from the university that is very close to my heart, the University of Mysore. My heart has always been with University of Mysore because I also belong to this university, the prestigious one, the unmatched, that can never be matched again. So it is all inspiring. Whenever somebody says that he belongs to Mysore University, everybody's eyes light up, ears open up, and then the vibrations that transcend across are something that we all, only those who have gone through the university can express or experience. So although everybody thinks that at the end of an event, whether it's a wedding function or a social gathering, they are relieved that it is over. But honestly, I am deeply saddened that this has ended. Because even if there were 4 more days or 5 more days, I would have really gathered more enthusiasm and more spirit to work for much longer than I really did. So don't look at my face and declare that I am tired. I can still work. I can still work for many more days without any stop. Because it has been the determination, it has been the support, it has been the 3 years of hard work, and we have worked for every little and every bit of thing that we have decided about. Everything has been customized, everything has been pre-decided, everything has been planned, everything has been booked in advance, everything was done. But then you need a very good team, you need a very good set of people who can exercise this and who can give the end finishing touches and put the cream on top of the cake and also place the cherry so that it's appreciated by everyone and all appreciate what we have done. So this celebration of humanity, as I call, that began with the inauguration of this conference will always continue till we achieve what we are fighting for. So it is not the end of 5 days of struggle what we did today with the deliberations, with all the participations, the participants who gave their everything and even made the scientific sessions interesting. And for them, I would like to give a special vote of thanks for being a part of this conference from all parts of the Indian subcontinent as well as the world. A big round of applause to all of us. Minimum of 2 to 3 years. It's not possible to organize such an event in a matter of few weeks or few months. So our struggle to improve humanity, to make our place a much more safer, civilized place to live with human dignity takes a lot of courage, takes a lot of risks. So we need to learn taking risks, because if you cannot take risks, then you will not see success. As proved by all the great achievers, whether it is in the field of sport or in the field of academics. So I call upon everyone not to attend any of the training programs or workshops or conferences just for the sake of getting together, just for the sake of having a banquet, just for the sake of getting CME credits, just for the sake of getting one more certificate, and just for the sake of adding something onto your CV. That should not be our aim. Automatically the CV keeps building up. Automatically you keep climbing higher and aim for these skies, then you will definitely reach the top. So we should always aim higher than we reach. So that should be the spirit. I expect all the youngsters, my students, my interns, my PGs and my younger faculty to gain a lot of inspiration out of sincerity and dedication. That is the real quality of being a human being, not just a doctor or a teacher or a social scientist. So I request all of you to keep this in mind, that we are living in a country where you see a diversity of cultures, a diversity of languages and religions, and you name it, you find people in the subcontinent of India. So like I said, I would never like to be restricted, I would never like to be regionalized, I would never like to be branded as someone who belongs to one small place. I belong to the entire globe, and I would like to keep this globe in my hand. I want to make this world a smaller place than it is, so that we all network together, we all connect together, and we march ahead with common goals, common desires, and common end results that we need to attain. So I would like to thank each and everyone who has been responsible for this conference. I would not like to name any individual, because that would be an insult to that person, insult to the team spirit, insult to the togetherness that we have exhibited. It would be sufficient, it would suffice to say that all the people of my department, the home department that is, they have definitely put in all their efforts. They have helped me a lot. They have lightened my burden. They have inspired me a lot, although at times I was really harsh with them at some moments. But then this was all in good spirit. It was only to make you work, because we shouldn't be lazy, especially the youngsters. By nature we are lazy, we are born lazy, we are brought up lazy, and we have parents to take care of us. We depend on our parents, we depend on somebody else. So we all belong to a type of personality. I think Christina will agree. Dependent type of personality. We need to come out of this type of personality to show your real personality to the world, which is not what you are. So try to identify the real person, the real inner self, and try to bring out that and showcase it to the world and say, this is me, not the one you are seeing. What you are seeing is not to believe. Look into my eyes and read my mind. You can see a lot of, you can get a lot of information, you can get a lot of data from my facial expressions, from my mannerisms, from my gestures, from my body language. So that person is more sensible who can read non-verbal communication. The person who gets the vibes of another person without having to communicate, because it is always said, silence is golden, speech is just silver. So learn to listen to someone before you start speaking. That should be the lesson we need to teach our children. That should be the lesson we need to teach our students. That should be the lesson we need to teach all human beings. Learn to listen to a fellow human being. Try to understand him. This should be the message that should be going across. And with all humility, I would like to say that the credit of the success of this program goes purely and squarely to the Home Department as well as to all the coordinators of the University of Mysore. So that should be sufficient, because two people have got together, two set of individual groups have got together. And again, I would not like to name someone like say Rajgopal or Dr. Mohan, but still I have named. So in spite of not having to, I have to take these names, some of the names. The Vice Chancellor has been the backbone. He has been the person who really agreed. He could have said, no, I don't want to. I cannot collaborate with you. So it was after a lot of deliberations, a lot of convincing, and he appreciated the concept. The concept was taken. More value was attached to the concept rather than the person who brought the concept. Because individuals are there today, they easily vanish from the surface of this earth. So I am also a mortal, but the deeds we do should remain immortal. So that is just one effort from my side as being a mortal human being myself. So no matter what people talk about in future, they should talk about the wonderful sessions that we had, the beautiful representation given to various disciplines in social sciences. Also the involvement of the clinicians and the specialists from various fields of medicine. They all got together. They also understood that they are nothing without the social sciences. So the humanities, that is where human future lies. So I would like to call upon all the academicians to shed the inhibitions, to gather more courage, to present themselves more authentically, more authoritatively, to come out with more concepts, not just allow these concepts to die down in their minds. Even as such, we have lots of tombs in our brains. There is no more room for more. So let us be alive and also keep this world alive. Make this world a better place to live, so that we can all be together and we can all celebrate and continue to celebrate even after we move out of this hall. The beauty of nature and the beauty of humanity. And at the end, I would like to thank my dear friend who has stood by me throughout, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Dayanand. Big round of applause for him. His moral support was the only strength I had among various other resources that were very meager and meaningless. What is more meaningful is the presence of you people with me in the march ahead. I hope that you would definitely support me more as I keep trudging forward in this dream, in this hope. I thank you very much once again for being a part of this success. The credit goes to you, so please give a round of applause to yourself. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have said enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Without your support, guidance, or determination, this conference wouldn't have been a success. Now, we would like to call upon the delegates to give their valuable opinions on this conference. We welcome you, sir.